Do you think that parents need permission to be involved in their children's lives? That's the topic of today's video because I've been reading some articles and I wanted to discuss this because it's very important to early readers. So if you are here for the first time, please like, subscribe, and share this video. If you want to get notifications, please hit the notification bell and please consider donating to the cause because we are here to save children from today's destructive reading crisis by thinking outside the box and presenting a real reading advocacy which promotes a real message, real action, real results, and real change. So, back to the article. The first article, so there are several articles that I wanted to discuss today concerning parents' permission and what parents should be involved in and what rights they have as parents. So I was reading an article and it's entitled, Tennessee Mom Says Parents Asked to Sign a Ridiculous Waiver That Says They Will Not Eavesdrop on Kids' Online Lessons. Now, I want to say I'm going to be looking down a lot because I have a lot of notes here. But there's a mom and there's an, I'm going to link all the articles and all the channels and everything into the description box so that you guys can check these out on your own. But there's a mom that says, what are they trying to hide? What is the problem? Why won't they let us sit in? She says, obviously, they're teaching our children propaganda that they should not be teaching. They are trying to socialize our children. She added, we have a major problem in education, not just here in Tennessee, but across the country where they are indoctrinating our children with propaganda. She says, teachers are pushing social justice instead of reading, writing, and math, and they don't want to be held accountable to parents. Now, we're going to explore a little bit of this a little later on, but I do want to ask that question. Do you think that she's over-exaggerating? Do you think that this is really the case? Are they really pushing propaganda? Are they really trying to socialize our children? Are they doing what they're supposed to do? Before I go on, I want to say that in this particular article, the communications director for the Rutherford County Schools in Tennessee did reply. Mr. James Evans says, we are aware of the concern that has been raised about the distance learning letter that was sent to parents. We have issued new guidance to principals and parents that can assist their children during virtual group lessons with permission of the instructor, but should refrain from sharing or recording any information about other students in the classroom. Now, refraining from recording and sharing other information about students in the classroom, I totally agree with that. I understand that. However, permission from the teacher, I find that very odd because I don't believe that parents need permission to be involved in their children's lives. So when I was reading that article, I thought about how that was wrong on so many levels, but we're going to discuss three. And in doing that, we're going to bring in a few more articles and we're going to try to wrap it all up to try to figure out where we all stand on this issue. So, first one, parents are not enemies. Parents are their children's first and best advocates. They should not be demonized. They should not be treated as enemies. They should be partners. They're endowed by our Creator to be their children's protector, to be their children's provider, to be their children's advocate in this world. And we know that every parent is not perfect, and there are some parents who really do not need to be parents. However, it is the professional instructor's job, the professional educator's job to give the children what they need academically. Parents are entrusting them and giving them permission to be a part of their children's lives. It is not the other way around. So it is not the job of the professional educator to turn the parent educator away from the child. And so being that parents have given the professional educator the opportunity to be in their child's life on their academic journey, it would behoove them to join forces with them and bring them along and let them understand the academics. because it benefits the children. In fact, we know that strong family support is vital to a child's now and vital to their future. So teachers should empower parents to make the most of their journey so that they can, especially in the early years where the children are so fresh and so impressionable, and parents are actually eager to send their children to school so that they can learn. They're wanting to partner, they're wanting to be kept aware of what's going on. In fact, if educators actually cared, and let me not say that lightly because I know that most educators do care. And we definitely don't want to hold the bad educators to hold the bad educators' performance against the good educators, the good, caring educators. We definitely don't want to do that. And we don't want to do that in any profession. But we do sometimes have educators who don't think outside of their classrooms. And so if they were considering the existence outside of their classrooms, they would empower, they would encourage, empower, and equip parents to understand as much as possible that's going on in the classroom so that it can extend from the classroom to the home, and not only there, but that it can grow with them as they go up through the grades, because you never know the instructor that you're going to get. You never know what one instructor may have taught you years prior, how that will benefit you in the future. And the irony is that many professional educators say that there is a lack of parental involvement, especially in impoverished communities. They complain about lack of parental involvement, lack of parental engagement. They do so many things trying to bring that into the realm. You know, parents are not involved. They want the parents to be involved. And it's really odd because seemingly they're pushing parents out, but they want the parents involved. And this is it's a double standard. It screams hypocrisy in the most obvious way, and it really does hinder children. It's detrimental to their growth, both in the short term and in the long term. So that's reason number one, that this is wrong. Reason number two is because it's the professional educator's job to introduce academics